Hello everybody and welcome to another BasicSysAdmin tutorial. In this video I'm going to be showing you how you can set up public key authentication on Linux. This will be done using Ubuntu but should work for any major operating system. So let's get started, shall we? First thing you're going to want to do is open up the guide just so you have the instructions in front of you. Obviously you don't need this, but it might make your life a little bit easier. Once you have this open and you're happy to get going, you can open up the terminal window. If you are already on the machine that you're going to be setting up the public key authentication on, that's great. If not, you will need to connect to it via SSH or something like that. Once you are connected and you're happy to get going, you can start with the first command, which is SSH-Keygen. You'll need to choose a file path, however the default is ID_RSA. If you're happy with that, just press enter. After you've done that, you will need to enter a passphrase. If you don't want one, you can just press enter to leave it as blank, although it is highly recommended that you do choose a secure passphrase. Once you're happy with that, press enter and confirm that again. After you've done that, you are good to go. So we can change to the SSH directory, which is .ssh. And if you list everything in there, you can see that there's two files. There's ID_RSA, which is the private key, and ID_RSA.pub, which is the public key. Next command is to change permissions on everything within the directory. So we can change the permissions to 700, which means that only you have permissions to read, write, and execute files within the directory. And then the 600 permissions says everything within that needs to have the permissions so that only you can read and write to the files within that directory. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is copy the public key over to the authorized key files. As this doesn't exist, it will create it for you, so don't worry about that. So once you've done this, you need to make sure that the authorized keys file has the correct permissions. As you can see, it doesn't quite have them. So you will need to do chmod 600. I initially did 700, but as you can see, that was already what it had. So if you change it to chmod 600 and do it to everything, just because it was easier than typing authorized, and there you can see everything is correct. Okay, so the final thing you need to do is edit the SSH config file. The way you do this is type in nano etc ssh sshd _config. As you can see, I don't have nano, so I'll be using vim. If I actually can type it in correctly, usually make a couple typos, as you can see. And here we are. So you need to scroll down a bit and you will eventually find something that talks about permit root login. Ideally you want this to be no, but until you get everything set up, just leave it on. The next thing you need to see about is public key authentication. Make sure that's on, like it is on here. And after you've done this, you need to go to the line below it and make sure this is uncommented. This basically just tells the configuration file where to look for the authorized key files, and that is it. And if you want to have another look at the rest of the file, you can do. So we'll scroll down a little bit, and we can see that not that bit. Password authentication. Yes, we're going to change this to no. We don't want people to be able to log in with their passwords. If you're using Vim, then make sure to do I first to actually be able to start typing. And once you've done that and you are happy everything is as you want it to be, we can exit Vim. So you can do escape and then :W, Q, and then press enter. I'll do it. So after you've done that, we can restart the SSH server. So we do service sshd restart. If you are a non-root user, you will need to do sudo beforehand. If not, that's it. And that's it. So you should be free to connect with the private key to your server. If you're not sure how you can do that, then please do check out the next guide in the series. but it's pretty straightforward. You just need to connect the way you normally would, but specify the private key, and that should let you in. So that is it for this guide. I hope you found it useful. If you've got any questions or issues, please leave those in the comment section below. Or if you would like to give me any new ideas for tutorials, then again, leave those down as well. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, please do hit that thumbs up and the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!